All right, guys, it is episode 3, correction, 4.3. It is Japan's turn. Japan starts this turn with a total of 64 IPCs. Japan will be purchasing a total, one in minor industrial complex, 8 infantry, 1 tactical bomber, 1 fighter, and 7 die for the technological weapons development. That is the total of Japan's purchases, and that's a total of 64 IPCs that Japan will spend this particular turn. All right, so let's go into the combat movements. All right, so let me just say that Japan has a total of, let me see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 battles. Japan will be declaring 10 battles this turn. Right, so the first battle will take place in New Guinea. Okay, you have the naval transport coming from Caroline Islands in Sea Zone 33 at a movement of 1. Will pick up 2 infantry. All right, and will perform a naval landing unopposed in New Guinea. There you go. All right. The second battle will take place in the Philippines. Okay, this is a combined attack where you have 2 carriers from Sea Zone 33. Okay, we'll be moving into Sea Zone 35. 1, 2. You have the 2 fighters that are engaged, that are on the carriers as well. Going to be moving at 1, 2, 3. We'll be attacking the Philippines. That's it. Both of these fighters will have 1 movement left in their fuel gauges. Okay, then you have the naval transport in Sea Zone 6 in Japan will pick up 1 infantry, 1 artillery, and will move south at a movement of 3. 1, 2, and 3. Okay, we'll be performing a naval amphibious landing. Okay, there you go. Alrighty, the battleship, okay, in Sea Zone 37 will also join that attack at a movement of 2. 1 and 2, and it will also perform a naval bombardment prior to the amphibious landing. There you go. Okay, the remainder of the fleet in Sea Zone 33 will also move 2 movements, and the cruiser will also perform a naval bombardment, okay, on the Philippines. All right. Let's pick up 1 naval transport. We'll pick up 1 infantry. It'll move 1, 2, and 3, land in Borneo. By the way, this the infantry that is being picked up from Burma at a movement of 3. 1, 2, and 3. So we'll be performing an amphibious landing unopposed. Okay, nobody there to defend it. All right, now 1 infantry and 1 artillery from Burma as well will be moving south at a movement of 2. 1 and 2. All right. All right. We'll take the 1 cruiser in Sea Zone 39. Will perform, no, they won't perform anything there. The 2 fighters that are in Sea Zone 37 on the carrier will deploy, and at a movement of 2, okay, we'll assist. We'll perform an air raid on the island 1, 2 on Sumatra as well. Will be a supporting air raid there with the 2 attacking Japanese infantry. Both of these fighters or fighter squadrons will have 2 movements left in their fuel gauges. Right, this damage marker is actually on the battleship. Let me put it over there, which I left behind. All right. Okay. All right, so the battleship, the fleet in Sea Zone 39, okay, will move east at a movement of 2. 1 and 2. All right. The battleship will perform a naval bombardment on Malaya. Okay, but not before the naval transport picks up one mechanized infantry. Oh, hold on for a second. I gotta reassess here. Okay, there we go. Here's how that's gonna work out. Let me see here. Let me think something through first. Okay, I'll take one artillery and one infantry moving south. One, movement of two, one and two at a movement of two. We'll be performing an amphibious landing on Malaya itself. So you have an artillery and one infantry attacking the single Anzac defending infantry division in Malaya. And that's also going to be supported by one naval bombardment, okay? All right. Then you have a fighter squadron and a tactical bomber coming from Yunnan at a movement of two, one and two, and will support that attack at a movement of two. It'll have two movements left in their gas gauges. All right. Okay, what else? All right. The Japanese armored division coming from Shan State will blitz through Guangxi, through French Indochina. Okay. Will blitz through French Indochina and Guangxi. And attack Guangxi. The mechanized infantry will join that attack. Okay, so that'll be one mechanized infantry and one armor unit attacking Guangxi. Then you'll have two tactical bombers will also join that attack. Okay, and these tactical bombers will have three movements left in their in their fuel gauges. All right, and let's see. What else am I seeing here? Battle for Yunnan. Okay, now my bomber in Yunnan at a movement of 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay. Will perform an attack on. All right, disregard that. I'm not going to attack Shahar. What I'm going to do is this bomber is going to remain here. Okay, what I'm going to do, though, is I'm going to continue my attack on Yunnan, where I'm going to go in there with one fighter, one tactical bomber. And I'm going to throw in there an additional fighter and tactical bomber in Yunnan. All right, and I'm moving in there with one artillery as well. Okay, now in Amway, I'm going to perform an attack as well. That's going to be 1. Okay, my bomber now will go in there. That attack will be 1 and 2. All right, so, all right. These aircraft, by the way, will have three movements remaining. 2, 3, 4, yeah, 3 movements remaining. All right. The bomber will have, let me see, 5 movements remaining in its fuel gauge. Let me see, 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. Okay, in this attack, I'm sending in everybody, as a matter of fact. A little bit of an overkill, but I'm just playing it safe. Okay. All right, so this is pretty much it for all my battles at this point in time. So let me just recap them just this way. I make sure that I don't forget anything. Attacking New Guinea with 2 infantry coming from Caroline Islands. Attacking Borneo with 1 infantry coming from Dutch New Guinea. All right, I mean from India, no, from Burma, correction. All right, and I'm also attacking Sumatra with an artillery and infantry also coming from India. All right, and I'm attacking Malaya. The Japanese are attacking Malaya with 1 infantry, 1 artillery coming from Shan State. Okay, and in a supporting attack, you have a naval bombardment of a battleship, a cruiser, a fighter and a tactical bomber. Okay, then you have Shan State, where you have 1 armor, 1 mechanized infantry, and 2 tactical bombers attacking the single British defending infantry division. Then you have the Battle for Hunan. 1 artillery is going in there with all these aircraft, which I believe are a total of 1, 2, 3, 5 fighters and 3 tactical bombers. Okay, then you have Amway, where you have 1 artillery piece attacking the 1 Chinese infantry division that is defending that specific Chinese province. All right, guys. If I apologize if I'm talking a little bit loud, but you know, it's my voice right now is a little hurts to actually even talk right now, so that's why I'm whispering a little bit. So please bear with me. All right, guys. So then this is the end of the combat movements. This is the order of battle for Japan, and we're going to go ahead then with the resolve combat stage. We'll be back shortly. All right, guys. Before we resolve combat, let me just make a change here. I'm not attacking New Guinea. Instead, I will be attacking New Britain. Okay, so that's going to be at a movement of 1, the naval transport, and again, it's an unopposed naval amphibious landing that is taking place. All right, so let's go ahead then with the resolve combat. Let's first engage the battle that's going to take place in Sumatra. Okay, so in this battle you have the Anzacs defending with 1 die at 2. You have the Japanese attacking with 2 at 2. Right? The Japanese also have 2 fighters coming in at 2 at 3. Okay, if I don't see anything else, that should be correct. Okay, so that's going to be 2 die attacking at 2, 2 at 3, and defending 1 at 2. All right, so here we go. Okay, 2 hits. That's what we rolled. So that Anzac piece is out. All right, but not before it rolls. There we go. Oh, scored a hit. All right, good for them. I lose my infantry. All right. All right, my second battle is the battle for Malaya, where you have again 2 at 2. My infantry supported, my artillery supported infantry. All right, that's 2 at 2. I have a 3 and a 4, my tactical bomber and fighter. Then I have 2 amphibious landings that are supported by a battleship and a cruiser. So that's another 4 and another 3. All right, and here all you have is 1 Anzac defending. Okay, excuse me. All right, so here we go. Okay, ooh, more than enough. Only 1 of my pieces missed. Okay, here we go. The single Anzac division defending rolls. Okay, it's a miss. Okay, he's a goner. All right, let's go over to Quangsi, where we have another battle being fought. Here you have 3 pieces at 3, 2 tactical bombers, 1 armored division, and 1 mechanized infantry attacking. All right, so that's 3 at 3. All right, 3 at 3 and 1 at 1 attacking. And you have 1 British infantry division defending, right? So here we go. Okay, 2 hits. Okay, the defending British. They missed. All right, so this British guy is out. I have to say the British have been... they've been such a pain in the rear end for the Japanese in Asia, definitely without a doubt. All right, so the battle for Hunan. Okay, here you have a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Actually, let me see. You have 5 fighters, but you have 3 tacticals, 3 tactical bombers. So that's going to be 3 at 4. Right, 3 at 4. Where are my 4 guys? 1, 2, 3. Then I'm going to have 1, 2, 5 at 3. 5 at 3. And I'm going to have then my artillery piece at 2. All right, that's what's attacking there. Then you have the single Chinese infantry division defending, right? Okay, here we go. All right, we have 2 hits. And of course, that's more than enough. It's a little bit of a weak roll there, but it did the job. Okay, the single Chinese defending. Okay, he missed. Okay, so then this unit, this infantry is out. Let's go up north now where we have the battlefield Amway. You have 1 artillery and 1 strategic bomber going in that attack. So that's going to be 1 at 4 and 1 at 2. And the Chinese will be defending with A2. Here we go. All right, the bomber hit. So that infantry is out. The Chinese defend. Okay, got a hit. Good for them. All right, so both of these pieces neutralize each other. That's that. All right, I think I rolled all the battles that needed to be fought. I'm going to go then ahead and perform my non-combat movements. Let me see what they are. Okay. All right. So the 2 fighters, that are the 2 tactical bombers that participated in the attack in Guangxi, okay, will continue their flights 2, and their movement to 2, and 3. They'll land on the carriers. All right. The fighters that participated in that attack in the Philippines. Oh, I'm forgetting the battle for the Philippines. How could I forget that? Okay, so let's pull these guys back momentarily. All right. Forgetting that battle. All right. We can't forget that. Let's bring back my battle board. Sorry about that, guys. I'm out of it. So, okay, we have 2 American infantry defending 2 at 2. Right? Then you have 2 Japanese, 1 artillery, 1 infantry attacking, 2 at 2, right? Then you have two fighters attacking 2 at 3, right? And you have a battleship and a cruiser that will perform the naval bombardments. So that's a 4 and another 3, right? Okay, so here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, here we go. Okay, I got 2 hits. That's all that I needed. 2 hits. Okay, the Americans now defend. Excuse me. Okay, and they both missed. Interesting. All right. Sorry about the error, guys. I'm a little bit out of it. All right, so let's continue then. The 2 fighters will land on their respective carriers. The 2 tactical bombers that attacked Guangxi will continue their flight at a movement of 2 and 3. You have my carriers fully loaded here. Oh, and by the way, I forgot to roll for my... Sorry, guys. I forgot to roll for my weapons development, which is 7. Let me do that right now. All right. I'm forgetting stuff left and right, guys. Sorry about that. All right, so here we go. All right, I got 1, 2, 3. So I got my weapons development. Okay, great. That's awesome. I got it. All right, so let's continue then with my non-combat movements. I'm sure you guys are dying to know what my weapons development was. It's the secret. I'm not going to tell you. Joe, I'm not telling you, Joe. Anyways, my fighters that attacked Hunan at a movement of 3, right? Because they still have 3 movements left in the fuel gauges. 2, 3, and 4 will land in India. No surprise there, I presume, for some of you guys. All right. All right. Okay. These fighters that attack Malaya will land. Well, where are they gonna land? Let me see something. 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. All right. These fighters are gonna land in Burma for now. Yeah, Burma. Okay, so is going to, let me see, 2. This guy's my bomber now. It's got a movement of 5 left in its fuel gauge. 2, 3, 4 will land in Japan proper. Okay. What else? Okay. The 2 fighters that attacked Sumatra will be landing on the carrier in Java. Okay. And by the way, guys, this is a mistake. These the cruiser, okay, and not just a mistake. They're supposed to be there, are actually here. Okay, I was gonna say they were not there, but they actually are there. All right, so let me just square that off. There you go. Okay, what other non-combat movements? The submarine will move south at a movement of 2. All right, my 4 naval subs, okay, in Sea Zone 6, it's going to be 1, 2, 3, and 4 will also move south at a movement of 3. 1, 2, and 3 will be on the Philippine Islands, off the coast of the Philippine Islands. All right, so let me see. I did this movement. I made this movement. All right, this movement has been made. Let me see. What else? Okay. All right. I guess that's it for the non-combat movements for Japan. I don't see anything else that I'm forgetting here. Let me go ahead then with the placements of my new units. So I'm going to place 3 infantry in India. Right? Going to place my minor industrial complex in Kwangtung. Right? Okay. I'm going to place 5 infantry in Japan. Okay. And my tactical bomber and fighter squadrons will also go on Japan itself, Japan proper. All right, so let me do the recap here for the income tracker. All right, so for the income tracker, Yunnan, Guangxi was already Japanese. No, actually, it was just taken from the British. So was French Indochina. So was Sumatra, Borneo, right, and the Philippines. So according to my math, Japan is collecting currently a total of 44 IPCs. Japan does have, forgetting Malaya here, Japan does have 2 national objectives that it's currently collecting, and those are 5 IPCs for India and 5 additional IPCs for Burma. So that brings Japan up to a total of 54 IPCs, and that is the amount that Japan is collecting, a total of 54 IPCs. All right, guys, so let me do the recap of the disposition of forces. In India, excuse me, in India, you have 3 infantry, 5 fighters, and 3 tactical bombers. That's 3 infantry, 5 fighters, 3 tactical bombers. In Burma, you have 1 fighter, 1 tactical bomber. All right. In season 41, allow me, please. I'm forgetting to move this submarine into season 37. So in season 37, I will have 1 naval transport, 1 bomber, 1 cruiser, 2 destroyers, 2 fighters, and a carrier, and the submarine that I just moved over from 41, which I was forgetting to move. Okay. In season 41, I have 1 naval transport, 1 artillery in Sumatra, 1 naval transport in season 43, 1 infantry in Borneo. Season 47, I have 1 naval transport. In New Britain, I have 2 infantry. In Caroline Islands, I have 1 infantry and 1 AAA. In the Philippines, I have 1 artillery and 1 infantry, along with 5 submarines, 1 battleship, 1 cruiser, 2 carriers, 2 fighters, 2 tactical bombers, 1 naval transport, and a destroyer. Excuse me. By the way, I also forgot to mention that my battleship, okay, coming from India, had been repaired, okay, because that was a battleship that had sustained damage earlier. The battleship in the Philippines is still damaged, okay. That battleship has not had a chance to repair itself. All right, so, and of course, if I'm forgetting here, I have a destroyer in season, what is this? 35. Okay, so let me just recap season 35 again. That's 1 destroyer, 1 naval transport, 2 carriers, 2 fighters, 2 tactical bombers, 5 submarines, 1 battleship, 1 damaged battleship, and 1 cruiser. All right. In Kranxi, you have 1 armored unit, 1 mechanized infantry. In Hunan, you have 1 artillery. Let me move up. In Iwo Jima, you have 1 infantry. In Japan proper, you have 8 infantry, 1 artillery, 1 strategic bomber, 1 tactical bomber, 1 fighter, and 3 AAAs. Okay. All right, and I think that does it for Japan. It is the end of turn 4.3. It is now the USA's turn. It is G.I. Joe coming up next.